Did you know that a person's attention can be kept for 10 minutes? Or presentation won't take longer. Please put away your cell phone. It's video time. Thanks in advance.
I saw something sitting on your bed. I saw something touching your head.
Hi, do you have an idea what these girls are planning to talk about today? Hi. Well, they are not talking at all anytime, so what? Well, yeah, they have their people to talk about their topic. Today, they'll have a cool guy from Nigeria, a fascinating girl from Lybia, and an easygoing chick originally from Australia. Why do we need talking heads from all around the world? Because they all have different cultural body representations.
Because I come from Libya, my culture is a culturalism country. We still think about other people's opinion. We still care about family, still related to our grandmother and what they say. We still traditional people there. So it's not that open-minded. In this day, my country still has two groups. People who are traveling and go outside and see the other world, and they come individualism. And there's the people who stay in Libya and not care about this tradition. It depends about families and educated family.
I thought I could define Australian culture in 5 things that is really important to us, and that would definitely be alcohol and beer. We love our beer. In Australian culture, sports is very important. Our language, especially slang, I think that makes Aussie culture the best thing that it can be. And we love our native animals and plants. So I think we're very proud of having maybe 10 animals that can kill you.
There's a strong connection actually, because if you are religion or wearing this hijab or scarf, you shouldn't wear something like a short or skinny too much or these things. But because there's a people who are very strict in this religion, I mean, they are wearing black things, but there's a people are non-scarf. I have a friends, they are non-scarves and they are wearing a lot of things, fashion and these things. For me, I'm in the middle. I'm trying to be fashion and follow my religion also. If the class are just full with girl, I can remove it. Okay, but for me, I cannot feel that I'm comfortable enough just to put it out. Actually, this type of clothes, it's not yet acceptable in my country. People are strict in these things. But in my family, it's okay, it's not that problem. But we get free when I'm traveling outside or go to port from Libya. Actually, the appearance will be in the third level for me, because it's not that important. The important thing that's what's happening here and what we're having here.
In Australia, it's so much more about how you look, and guys put so much emphasis on the perfect girl. If you don't look the certain way, they're not as much of a gentleman with you. They care a lot about how the girls look, and they also do care about how they represent themselves. So it's very important for the guys to look good, dress well and everything like that. But I think there's a lot of pressure on girls, but the girls also make the pressure as well on themselves. Here in Hungary, of course, there's a pressure to look good, but it's so not on the level that it is in Australia. In Australia, I would have to wear high heels every time I party. I come here to Hungary, it was a foreign thing to me to be wearing Converse sneakers when I party and jeans, and I would never wear jeans in Australia if I went partying. It would always be a dress or a skirt, and now I'm just relaxed, and I think I had more of a fun time in my social life here like this than I did in Australia.
In this time, educated women, it's very important. It's not that to stay at home and just cook and look after children. I see here in Hungary all the girls are beautiful actually. You know, but without putting makeup or without, I don't know, that do something that make you that you look unnatural.
At the time, I didn't really know what I wanted to express when it was such a big deal for me to change my hair color. I was actually white blonde, so as you can see the change from now to then. What I wanted to express, I think, was just to be beautiful, and I thought dyeing my hair to be blonde was something that would consider me beautiful. I didn't really have self-confidence back then, and I thought these kind of fake aspects of changing how I look could help me in feeling better about myself, and so I could be accepted in society as a beautiful girl. I think in Australia it was really hard for me with men, and it was typically for men then when I was younger, to change myself, but now I've grown out of that and I don't care really that much. Of course I want to look good and stuff like that, but I don't put that much emphasis on makeup, hair color and stuff, and I think I'm beautiful with my brown hair now, but the only reason now that I would want to change my hair is just because I'm bored.
The first thing that comes to my mind is the weather. It's pretty hot in Nigeria. The second thing, population, because we're highly populated. And thirdly, food. In the sense that I've been here for a couple of years, so I can't miss the food. And then fourth would be business. Nigerians are business-minded people. In Nigerian, money comes to your mind all the time. You're conscious of money because you start learning like from a young age. I think we still do. Traditionally, okay, I think now that civilization has like taken over everything, Nigeria was actually colonized by the British, so we tend to follow their pattern of dressing, but we still have our local way of dressing. But I think mostly people do that when they have occasions. So young girls, young ladies, they wear, they tie like a sort of, they call it wrapper. So the girls tie it up to they wear beads and they wear the bangles and paint their faces. Nigeria has a lot of languages. Each language have their own tribe, and each tribe have a way they dress. And then the guys, they just wear a t-shirt. It's like a t-shirt, but it's long up to the knee. And they also wear beads, and they tie a wrapper as well, but the wrapper is just like, the difference is that the girls, they tie theirs up to the chest, and the guy is just the waist. They wear a hat. Some of them are black, some are red. The red signifies that you have a high rank. They call them chiefs. They respect those people that wear the red hat. The three main parts are Igbo, Hausa and Yoruba. So now, if you were born into a Yoruba family, they have this tribal mark. They give you a tribal. Anywhere you go to, any other country you travel to, they will know, okay, like, this is a Nigerian guy for you. They're not mostly skinny, but that's not to say some of them are not skinny. On the average side, Nigerian girls have like big behind. Big booty.
Yeah.
So like that's one thing to know. I would say 80% of the Nigerian guys love girls with big booty.
Yeah, what are your preferences?
Personally, of course, something to grab. Yeah, exactly. Hungarian girls, natural in the sense that a black girl, our natural hair is not long, so most girls spend a lot of money buying wigs and trying to fix hair. For the guys, I noticed most Hungarian guys are built like body wise. Nigerians don't really care about like going to the gym every time, like keeping fit. A lot of people keep fit, but it's not like a trend.
So what is the conclusion? Well, as we could see in this video, we made interviews with 3 students from 3 different countries: Australia, Libya and Nigeria. But first, let's divide the conclusion into 2 parts. First, Maha and Nati. So the Australian and the Libyan, why? Do they have anything in common? The funny thing is that nothing, only their sexes. These 2 girls represent the biggest cultural differences. And they have 2 totally different concepts. While Australia is body-centrical, Lybia puts no importance on externalities. So can we conclude that none of the girls could imagine their lives in a different way? I guess no, it would be hard for them. And what about the third perspective we have presented today? Since he's a boy, it's another way of thinking. It's basically between the two binary oppositions, which were represented by the girls. And what supports this statement? Because, as Phil said, clothing is important, but that's not the only thing that defines someone. Okay, they support following the Western culture, but also put emphasis in their own traditional clothing. They accept their bodies in a way it's given. I see.
Are you really talking to yourself?
And what's next?